Hello everyone, L to the C here. I have my BFF with me, Mr. D to the B.
Hello.
And he actually made a DC video calling me out. Because I said,
No proof of that whatsoever.
oh, it's in his video.
Yeah, I did. I did call him out in a video. Because that was something that I'm like, okay, come on, dude. Like, you had based opinions once in a while, but come on, man. Nah, I'm playing. He usually has good opinions. He was just judging the universe too early. Because I don't think he was thinking about how much bad there was in the Snyderverse. Like, I don't hate the Snyderverse myself. I am personally one of the few people who likes Man of Steel. I like the first Aquaman. I like the first Wonder Woman. I like the Snyder Cut Justice League. I like Blue Beetle. But when you take everything else... and I do like Suicide Squad 1 and 2. I know Suicide Squad 1, it's controversial. But all the movies that I mentioned that weren't on my list are movies that I absolutely despise that are a part of the Snyder universe.
The ones I didn't like from the Snyderverse was Batman vs. Superman and Justice League. The 2017 one.
Yeah, the original Justice League film was terrible. Like, it was rushed. The effects were bad. Like, it was such a bad film. Just like an L to C film.
Oh, gee, thanks.
No problem. All jokes aside, I just feel like we could have a shot with this because James Gunn is a comic book reader. He did make the Guardians of the Galaxy films 1, the holiday special, and 3. He made all of those. And also he made Suicide Squad 2020, which is one of DC's best films. So he definitely knows how to write a comic book movie. Of course, the character of James Gunn is pretty questionable at times, but I'll say for the most part, he is a pretty good writer.
With Superman Legacy coming out next year, I think the reason I was judging this universe so bad is because I don't want it to turn into like how Marvel's going.
The MCU! LC's favorite version of superhero movies. Not the MCU, the MCU! For all to see, that's where it goes really hard.
Oh yeah, I love it.
See? He told you.
You're not! And you know that. But with the cast members that James Gunn has picked for Superman Legacy, I'm really okay with. I just don't want him to shove all these characters in, and it's going to be like a complete mess.
Right. We obviously don't want that because when you do that, it kind of hurts your franchise. It's best for you to start off small with a small cast because if you just have character after character after character, your movie is most likely going to suck. One example was Amazing Spider-Man 2, which had multiple characters and multiple plot lines in it, and also trying to build a cinematic universe on its back, too. Like, that film had so much going for it, but it was so implemented poorly that the whole Sonyverse at the time completely fell apart. Until recently, where they've been making films like Morbius, Madam Web... Oh, wait, those films sucked. Yeah. And the only good films in the Sonyverse so far, if you don't include the Spider-Man films, is the Venom franchise, depending on who you ask, and Kraven the Hunter, who knows how that's gonna go. Hopefully they don't make him into an anti-hero. Come on, Sony, stop doing that.
Okay, moving on. But like I said, that's why I was kind of judging it, because I wasn't really judging James Gunn. I was more judging Warner Brothers.
Right. That's fair. And they still could mess this up. Like, the Snyderverse was supposed to be way different from what we got, but of course Warner Brothers rushed Snyder's universe so they can compete with the MCU. And that was a bad decision because it became one of the most hated universes and also ended very poorly as well.
True.
And Elvis has nicely asked if I could read his community post for him. The recent one that was posted 2 days ago says, "I'm excited and worried about Superman Legacy." And Superman Legacy is coming out July 11th of 2025. And then 3 weeks ago, he made a post saying, "I will give James Gunn's DC Universe a shot, and there are a couple of stuff I want to see from James Gunn's DC Universe. The stuff I want to see from Gunn's universe is Superman Legacy, Batman Brave and the Bold, Creature Commandos, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow." So yeah, that's all the C's thoughts after I called him out on my channel.
Well, with D2B talking about people judging the DC Universe too soon, I am willing to give this DC Universe a shot.
Yeah. I'm not saying that the films won't flop because of a good leader. I just think it's too early to judge. The first movie hasn't even came out yet. His universe was announced like a year ago at best, and the first installment just hasn't came out, so I think we're judging way too early. Maybe if his universe is bad, maybe we judge it by the second or third or fourth movie. If it's in a bad pattern, that's when we start worrying, I should say. I think it's pretty reasonable.
I think so. I did like Amy Adams as Lois Lane because I kind of grew up watching her in the Night at the Museum movie, the second one. So I grew up watching Amy Adams, but with the new actress playing Lois Lane. I do like the outfit, and she really does look pretty close to the
comic book
character. Yeah, the comic book character. David Cornsweet, I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know about him either. Somebody on YouTube pointed out that he kind of looks pretty close to Henry Cavill. He described it as having a Henry Cavill Superman movie without Henry Cavill. That's basically how he described it. And after looking at them, I could see why he said that. They do kind of look similar.
They kind of do. I've seen like pictures of David Cornsweet, and if you look at Henry Cavill, they kind of do look pretty close. So, I mean, he could be a really good Superman, but like I said, I don't know just yet.
Right.
I have to see the movie first.
Right. And also, if he's not as great as Henry Cavill, but the universe is still good, that's fine. Like,
yeah.
People have their own adaptations, and that's fine. It's like how it is with Spider-Man. Like, there are people who like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, like me, or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, also like me. And then the small few who like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like me. Yeah, I know. I know Tom Holland is not appreciated out of the 3 Spider-Man. He is not that bad.
He's actually pretty good as Spider-Man.
I know there's the claim of Iron Boy Jr., which is fair, but at the same time, he is not bad as Spider-Man. They could have gotten someone way worse as the MCU Spider-Man. Keep that in mind. But anyway.
Back to DC.
Yeah. Because the MCU is dead. It's been dead for a couple years now.
But looking at DC and MCU,
Yep.
my money's on DC.
Yeah, definitely.
I really hope James Gunn gives Marvel a run for their money.
Yeah. I definitely question the decision of making his universe into a cinematic universe right away. I think we kind of need to go back to the superhero movies where they were just on their own. Like the original Spider-Man films, the X-Men films, the Blade films. Watched all 3 of those. Those are amazing. I love those films.
I mean, they still could do that.
Yeah. But he's confirmed that's a cinematic universe. I mean, he could pull it off, but the only downside to this decision is a lot of people are kind of getting sick of superhero cinematic universes and superheroes in general, or at least in the films. But if he pulls his cards right, it could be a good universe, and it could sink the MCU into the ground and claim its title as the better cinematic universe.
D to the B, get the popcorn, get the soda, we're going to the movies.
But yeah, I'm not sure about all the C, but I will definitely probably check this movie out when it comes out. I want to see how it does and how it pilots the new DC universe.
I actually do want to see Superman Legacy. But I just don't want them to shove so much characters in that you're going to lose interest in the story and stuff like that. I mean, I've lost a lot of interest in Marvel. I mean...
And they are a great example of shoving a bunch of characters in.
Oh, yeah. Too many characters, for that matter.
Yeah.
But,
Both the movies and the TV shows.
Okay, yeah, true. I do see a lot of that, too. And I do like the choices that James Gunn has made for the characters for Superman Legacy. Like, I really hope that he's going off with the comics in this.
Right.
Because that is what I would love to see is, the comics, I mean.
Right.
As long as you go off the comics, I think this movie will be fine.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could go off the comics and the film could still be bad.
True.
Or worse, you could base it off of a terrible comic. Because there are comics, from what I've heard, that aren't really that good to begin with.
But I'm not sure which comic this is based off of.
No clue. We definitely know which comic that Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is.
Yeah.
We know that one. I have to look into that one.
And I'm really excited to see Millie Alcock as Supergirl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This universe has potential. I want to see where it goes.
Not only am I excited for the films, I'm really excited for the games. Video games that they come up with.
Oh, yeah, that's right. James Gunn wasn't opposed to having games connected to the universe. I forgot about that.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. That would be cool.
And there's actually one character I would love to see in James Gunn's DC universe. I would love to see Joker. Like, who are they going to pick for the Joker? I mean, if you guys have played Batman Arkham Origins, I would love to see Troy Baker as Joker. I think he did really good as the Joker in Batman Arkham Origins. Harley Quinn, I don't know.
They might stick to the one from the DC, the Snyderverse already. I don't know if they're keeping the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker show canon to this universe, or they're throwing those out of the universe and starting from scratch. Who knows? I have no clue.
And for Poison Ivy, my cast choice for that one would be the girl that plays Nebula.
Oh, yeah, she would be a good choice for that.
Because, you know, red hair and...
Red hair.
Poison Ivy has the...
Mm-hmm.
For Zoe Saldana, I would like to see her in the DCU. For her, I don't know who she would play. I mean, I would love to see Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
in the DCU.
Mr. Gold or something like that.
Oh, Booster Gold?
Booster Gold. No, I'm thinking of the Lego guy, the Mr. Gold. There's a Lego minifigure where it's all gold. It has like a hat and a cane. It's like one of the most rarest Lego minifigures.
Oh boy, okay.
In existence.
I mean, there's so many good characters in the DC universe. I mean, there's some characters I would like James Gunn to, like, take and have them in the DCU. Like, characters we haven't seen in live action.
Right.
I mean, because there's so many characters in the DC universe that we haven't seen yet.
Right.
I mean, it's like with Transformers. They have so many characters from Transformers, we've barely seen any of the ones that you barely hear of.
Yeah, like mostly the toy characters.
And I think if you bring in the characters that we barely see from the DC universe, and give them a chance for cartoons, animation, like, you know, stuff like that, and films, and if they're written correctly, could you imagine how much merchandise you would go through?
Yeah, true.
I mean, I think the reason I'm excited for Batman Brave and the Bold, I mean, as soon as James Gunn announced that, I'm like, oh my gosh, my childhood. Because I remember the animated cartoon.
Right. I'm guessing it's probably not going to be anything like the animated cartoon and the comic. More like the comic from what I saw.
Yeah, it's more of the comic. And, I mean, to find a person that can play Batman, that's hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Batman's, you know, this hides in the shadows, takes down bad guys. And, I mean, Christian Bale, he did great as Batman.
Yeah, he was a good Batman.
Robert Pattinson, yeah.
Oh, was he the Batman? I could probably... who knows? Maybe they'll make a new Batman. Maybe they'll bring him... the Batman version of him as the new universe Batman. Who knows?
I don't know.
I mean, it's probably better than what was his name? The Snyder Batman.
Oh, Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck.
I did not like him as Batman.
No, I didn't like him as Batman. He's good as Daredevil, though. I've seen his Daredevil movie. He was good in that.
Alright, now we're going to talk about Batman Brave and the Bold. And I'll let my friend D to the B talk about Batman Brave and the Bold. Like, what would you want to see out of the film?
So, if I'm remembering right with all the details that we got from James Gunn about Batman Brave and the Bold.
Did you say Batman?
I might have. Batman, from what it sounds like, it's going to be the story of how he gets his Robin, which at this point Robin is a assassin in the League of Assassins, I think it's called in the comics, not the League of Shadows like it was in Christian Bale's universe.
I think that's what they're going off of, is the League of Assassins.
Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely potential. I want a good Batman. I want a good Robin. Maybe some sort of storytelling about Batman's time with the League of Assassins, if they are the ones who trained this version of Robin. That would be cool.
For villains, I would like to see Joker in this.
They probably wouldn't go with Joker. They would probably go for the Assassins or somebody in the Assassins. I have no clue.
I mean, I don't know how the comic is written, so...
Neither do I. Don't worry, I'm looking into comics. Unlike this one, I've been actually buying comics and reading them.
Not cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Thanks.
No problem.
Smart mouth.
I know I am. That's what makes me so likable. But don't worry, I'll try to be nice to you from now on. I'll do it to my enemies instead.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, I already do that.
Okay. I really hope they make Batman and Robin go after the League of Assassins.
Yeah.
Because that'd be cool if they actually... If they're going to do a villain, I think James Gunn should do the League of Assassins.
Yeah.
Let's see. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
No idea what that's about, except she is just like on a piece of Krypton or something like that. And stuff happens. Again, I need to read it.
I actually do like the cast choice for Supergirl for James Gunn's DC universe. Millie Alcock, she was in the it was the Dragons movie, the
How to Train Your Dragon?
No,
Dungeons and Dragons?
I think that's what it is.
The Hasbro film that did terribly in the box office, huh?
Anyway, she's moving on to Supergirl. And I like how James Gunn is picking people that actually look like the character.
Yeah.
I mean, close to the character, I should say.
Yeah.
To have people play these characters, you also gotta look at the
Character from the comic.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I like how they're turning these into films.
Right.
I really hope these films do good. I mean, either way, you're gonna have people complain about movies. They're like,
yeah, that's unfortunately just a part of being a movie critic. Like, and it drives me nuts with people that say that movie critics suck. I'm like, if you don't like movie critics so much, just don't watch their stuff. It's pretty easy.
I mean, there's some movies that I've watched and it's like this. Why did you make this? And there's some movies where it's like, oh, I love this movie.
Yep, that's called having an opinion, and sometimes it's the greatest thing, and then sometimes it's the worst thing. Or they're just bought and paid for like mainstream critics, like Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb. I think you get the picture that I'm painting here. Online critics, good. Mainstream media critics, bad.
Oh, I can see where this is going. Anyway. Like, I mean, I watch Drunk 3PO and some movies that he has seen. I agree with him. Some movies that he's seen, he talks about how, the animation is bad, the storytelling is bad. I mean, you're going to have good storytelling and good animation. Sometimes you're going to have bad storytelling and good animation, or both. You're going to have bad animation and bad storytelling.
Right. Personally, for me, animation isn't my main concern.
It's the story.
Yes, it's the story, because I feel like there are films that don't have great animation, but the story is still good.
And sometimes, even with the cast, I mean, sometimes people will pick the wrong cast. People will play the characters, and it's like...
They could choose bad actors. Or even better, famous Hollywood celebrities. Come on.
You are having too much fun with this stuff.
Who needs actual good actors? We can get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Brie Larson, LeBron James. And they can act like cardboard cutouts and people will still watch it anyway.
Okay.
3 people that I cannot absolutely stand. I can't stand all 3 of them. I used to like The Rock, but he's just too much into his ego. That's what my problem is now. I didn't realize it until Black Adam.
LeBron James I don't really
No.
like, and Brie Larson I don't really like.
No, I don't like either of those two.
But, I mean, if you can find the right people to play these characters, you'll be fine, as long as the storytelling's good, too.
Right.
And I don't know if Crypto is going to be in Supergirl as well. I don't know.
No clue. I know he's going to be in the Superman Legacy.
Well, that I do know, because I've heard that he's going to be in it. Now, Creature Commandos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the trailer to that came out like a couple months ago, if I'm remembering right. Or last year, who knows? I have lost track. I'll say the trailer that we got, it does actually look pretty good.
I'm actually interested in Creature Commandos. It's a little too gory, but I mean, I play Call of Duty, so I'm used to the...
I was about to say, you watch Deadpool and Wolverine, those films can definitely be very violent.
As Hound would say from Transformers, I love violence.
Oh, I love that line. That's like one of the only good things about that garbage movie.
But I actually do like Frankenstein. I love Weasel.
Yeah.
Weasel's he's nuts. I like him.
Just like you.
Quiet. I saw that. Frankenstein I like as well. And G.I. Robot I just love.
Yeah, G.I. Robot is probably my favorite right now.
Frankenstein's Bride or...
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
Her I kind of like, but she's like not G.I. Robot. I don't know why, but G.I. Robot is my favorite next to Weasel.
She's just the wife that disapproves everything her husband does. That's her character from what I'm seeing.
And Dr. Phosphorus is another character I like as well. And so far, for a new cartoon coming out of the DC universe, I'm really interested in seeing Creature Commandos.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll probably check it out. I do have Max.
I'm excited for this DC universe. I really hope this is better than the Snyderverse. And yes, I am a Snyderverse fan. And I know the Snyderverse is very divided. I really want them to replace the guy that plays Flash.
Oh, Ezra Miller. Get rid of him. As I said in my video, get rid of him. Because, A, his Flash wasn't even that great to begin with. B, he has so much controversy that if you keep him in your universe, it is going to tank your universe to unbelievable numbers. Like, that's what happened with the Snyderverse. That's why it fell off so bad. Was because of Ezra Miller. And it just kept going after that.
I actually watched part of the Flash movie.
Like, I've heard the Flash film was pretty bad. And I didn't see the Flash film because I just don't really care for Ezra Miller's adaptation of Flash. I thought he was meh at best. I felt like they could have chose somebody better. But then just his controversies pushed it a bit more forward. And that's how it was for a lot of people as well, because the film ended up being one of DC's worst box office hits. Like, it tanked, like, really bad. Maybe hits wasn't the right word, but you get my point.
I really enjoyed Blue Beetle.
Yeah, Blue Beetle was good. The one Snyderverse film that I wish actually did well in its downward spiral.
But at least we get to see more of Blue Beetle in the DCU.
Hopefully they bring him in. Honestly, they should just bring him in.
Yeah, they should.
That Blue Beetle film didn't even really have any references to Snyderverse's universe. Like, unlike something like, what's a good example? Aquaman, for example, that's obviously a reference to, there's like a bunch of references throughout each DC film in the Snyder universe. They kind of pull things from other films from that universe. Like, I think in Shazam! Fury of the God. And then also there was a mention of the Justice Society from Black Adam. So, yeah. There's usually references. This is the one film where it didn't reference anything from the Snyder universe. And it could have been the DC starting point. But they just chose not to. If they did. I don't know how that's gonna go.
I would like to see Deathstroke.
Oh yeah, Deathstroke would be nice. Snyderverse teased him, but then we didn't get anything. Twice. They teased him twice. Both in the original Justice League film and the Snyder cut. And they did nothing with it.
Darn. I like that character.
Yeah.
I hope this universe does really well. I've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I've seen, how James Gunn thinks. Like, he's like, I want to go off the comics and...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I like. I don't like how when you get a director, they don't know nothing about the characters, the comics,
yeah,
and it kind of drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I really hope DC gives Marvel a run for their money.
Hopefully.
Like I'm interested to see what merchandise they're gonna have for like toys, T-shirts, socks, and stuff like that. And hopefully that not only this universe is good, but I hope it gets more people to become DC fans.
Hopefully.
So far, I do like the actors and actresses that have been picked so far for the DC universe. And James Gunn still has a lot of casting to do.
Yeah.
For other projects.
Yeah, other projects that aren't really in development. I think it's just Superman Legacy that's coming out in Gunn's universe.
Yeah. And then in 2026, we're supposed to get Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Batman, Brave and the Bold. I'm not sure when that comes out. But I hope that does
good
as well. That one I think I'm also really excited for. I think that's the one I'm most excited for. Because I love Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got all the gadgets. And the Batmobile.
Yeah.
And the bat cycle and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I just really hope they pick the right person to play Batman.
Hopefully.
Because if they don't pick a person that's going to play Batman that good,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is Batman, and I would be like, nope. I mean, probably not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If he wanted to keep Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he would have confirmed that they canceled his sequel, Black Adam. And I know it's a movie LC wants to see really, 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 really bad, but it's a bad movie. I'm sorry.
I don't want to see it. I just really want a good Batman for James Gunn's universe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're going to have to really cast really good actors and actresses to play these characters. I'm not sure how old Robin's supposed to be in the comic.
Probably like a kid or a middle schooler.
Okay.
That'd be my guess. Or a really short teenager.
Because how old is Robin in Batman Brave and the Bold? Not this one, but the...
Was Robin even in that show? I don't remember Robin being in Brave and the Bold.
I think he was. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the cartoon of Batman Brave and the Bold. All right. What characters would you guys like to see in James Gunn's DC universe? Please let us know in the comments. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please hit that notification bell for more videos. Bye, everyone.
We'll see you next time, or something.